everyone, William Johnson here. I'm really excited to be on the World Drum Club. I've been a fan for quite some time, so I'm really excited to be here and share this rhythm with you, a rhythm on the cajon that's inspired by the pop music era of the 80s, a big hit, Peter Gabriel's In Your Eyes. So what I did was I took some percussion that you hear on the studio version in the beginning and various mixes or combination of the various live versions as well. And so I adapted it to the cajon. So it's just a cajon rhythm inspired by In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. Many of you may be familiar with it. So I'm gonna play a little bit and I'll break it down what I'm playing note for note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1. All right, so it's basically the way I did it there is almost a variation of, it's almost a variation of just a straight up pop rock beat, but it has this shuffle to it, this lilt, you know, like a almost like a, you know, that samba-esque, you know, but not completely there, right? So in this, the song itself, to my understanding, is inspired by Senegalese contemporary music, which was rooted in the tradition. So, you know, Peter Gabriel recorded with the song with Youssou N'Dour, incredible West African Senegalese vocalist and producer, artist, band leader. And there's a lot of other elements that are going on there with the percussion. There's other percussionists. There's in the percussion, there's a talking drum, I believe sabar, and there's a lot of going on. I think there might be some programming as well. I don't know if there's some drum machine. I don't know. But there's a couple different layers of different hi-hats. So anyways, it's a really neat groove. And if you listen to the live versions, there's a few different movements rhythmically that are happening, like in the beginning and then with the percussion, and then the full drum set comes in, and then later on the groove kind of changes a little bit. I might play a little bit of how the groove changes a little bit, but this is just borrowing an idea from a song. I love to allow myself to be inspired by artists that are musicians that I admire, and then just kind of pick apart what's happening in these songs, and then you could just use them in your repertoire later. So anyways, let me break down what's happening in this song or this groove and what I just did, and then I'll play it to a track, very basic track, so you can see it in application. All right, so the first beat is a bass on your left hand. All right, now what I'm going to do is a lot of left, right, left, right. So I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. Also, I'm not using any brushes or shakers, which is something that I would probably do in this context quite a bit, trying to emulate these different sounds for like the hi-hat, cymbal, different percussion. All right, if I was playing just on the cajon as the only percussionist. Okay, so again, first note, left hand. All right, the next note we're going to play left bass, then right ghost, left ghost, and then a right snare. Okay, I'm not playing really hard, and I'm kind of spraying my fingers out because I just want to snap. I don't want to overdo it. I want to be careful with the dynamics. That's what makes that feel. All right, so left bass, right. I'm still activating the snares, but I'm kind of spraying. I'm not playing dead. I want to really watch those dynamics, really watch that character of how I'm playing. I'm using the microphones, playing to the room. So left bass, right, left, right. Left bass, right ghost, left ghost, a little bit higher. There's an accent there. Now this is a very 16th note driven song. 1E and a 2E and a okay, so that accent there, that last accent is the last 16th note of 1. So Starting over, 1, E, and We're playing on the of 1. And then after that, we come back here with my left hand, playing more ghost notes. 2, E, and okay? So 2, E, left, right, left, right. So again, the last 16th note of 2 now. So 1, E, and 2, E, and And then we're going to come down with a bass note on our left hand. And that's going to be beat 3. Starting over, 1, E, and 2, E, and 3. Okay? And then after 3, we're going to go E, and but we're not putting an accent. We're just playing ghost note. 3, E, and then we're going to play on beat 4 on a bass note. 4, and then E, and ghost, and an accent, but not as hard as the other accents. Okay? And then we start the groove over. So it goes 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and all together, 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, 4, 1, 2, E, 3, 4, and then 4 on the bass. Okay, now I almost didn't do that, I almost forgot, but we can make a really cool variation by every now and then, instead of playing the 4 on the bass, play the 4 on the snare. And then when we do that, we can also accent the last 16th note of 1 really loud like a snare, and and beat 4, which is really the quintessential groove of the song. So Manu Katché is doing this really neat that last 16th note right on the snare. But anyhow, that's a cool little groove that you can use with this particular song, or inspired by this song, In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. So hopefully it's helped a little bit. I'm going to play just a few bars to this track, and I think it's a pretty cool groove you can use and add to your vocabulary, regardless of whether or not you're going to play or cover this song. It's just about changing up your groove if you're playing within a pop rock context and using these popular songs like this. So I'm going to play to this track, and yeah, thank you guys for watching so much. Thank you, Kalani, for having me on the channel. I've been a fan for a long time, so I appreciate it. Love you all. Thank you for watching. I'm going to play to this track a little bit.
Drum Club.